Welcome to the EV Hotwire Newsroom, brought to you by Hopcharge, powering India's EV journey with on-demand doorstep charging. I'm your host, Sara. It's the fourth week of June 2026, and what a week it has been. Tata is betting 40,000 crore on going electric. Chinese tech is quietly powering India's EV revolution. The Sierra EV drops in just days. And a war thousands of kilometers away is reshaping how India drives. Let's get into it. Our top story, Tata Motors just made its biggest EV bet ever. At its Passenger Vehicle Investor Day on June 23rd, Tata committed to growing EV sales 3 to 4 times by financial year 2031. The target? 350,000 to 400,000 electric units a year. 30% of Tata's entire portfolio, electric. And the company expects India's total EV market to hit 1.1 million units by FY31. The numbers backing this up are massive. Up to 40,000 crore rupees in capital expenditure, production capacity rising from 900,000 to 1.3 million units, and the EV lineup expanding from 6 to 10 nameplates led by the Sierra.EV on June 30th, the Safari.EV in the festive season, and the premium Avinya range. Battery tech jumps too, from 30 kWh packs to 75 and beyond, with charging speeds up to 3 times faster. Make no mistake, Tata is going all in. Story number 2. And this one is a plot twist. Chinese EV technology is quietly powering India's electric transition. Even though Chinese car makers have been barred from India since 2020, here's how it's happening. Tata will use Chery's platform for its Avinya EVs, a supply deal, no equity. JSW Motor has gone bigger, licensing multiple Chery platforms for around 2,000 crore rupees. That's $209 million, plus royalties. And JSW already holds a 35% stake in SAIC-owned MG Motor India. The battery story is the same. Amara Raja is working with Goshen, Exide with Svolt, and the dependence is huge. Around 75% of India's lithium-ion EV batteries still come from China. The import bill has shot up 8 times in 6 years, from under $500 million to over $3 billion. By 2030, that could hit $23 billion. The takeaway? India's EV industry is decoupling at the brand level, but deeply coupling at the technology layer. Story 3, and this one is just days away. The Tata Sierra EV. Tata has confirmed in its final teasers that the Sierra will launch on June 30th with a dual-motor QWD all-wheel drive setup. Same badge as the Harrier EV, making the Sierra only Tata's second all-wheel drive electric vehicle. It's built on the Acti.EV Plus platform. Battery options, 65 and 75 kWh. Range, up to 550 kilometers. For reference, the Harrier EV's QWD setup pairs a 158 horsepower front motor with a 238 horsepower rear motor. That's 504 Newton meters of torque. 0 to 100 in 6.3 seconds. Inside, triple screens. A 13-speaker JBL system, augmented reality head-up display, and Level 2 ADAS. Expected price, 18 to 25 lakh rupees. Rivals, the Mahindra BE6, Creta Electric, e Vitara, and MG ZS EV. June 30th is going to be a big day. Story 4. And this one connects global geopolitics to your driveway. The Iran conflict and the fuel price shock it triggered are accelerating India's EV shift faster than anyone predicted. According to the Financial Times and IEA data, Q1 2026 EV sales in India jumped 65% year-on-year. That's over 55,000 units in a single quarter. India is the world's third largest oil importer. Petrol and diesel prices have been raised 4 times since the war began. Prime Minister Modi has publicly urged citizens to conserve fuel. Mahindra CEO Anish Shah told the FT, The company may accelerate EV capacity from 8,000 to 12,000 cars per month, ahead of its March target. But here's the line that matters most. Charging is the bottleneck. India today has just one public charger for every 235 EVs. The ideal ratio is 1 per 20. Shah called it, quote, a chicken and egg situation. And that, right there, is exactly the gap Hopcharge's on-demand doorstep model was built to close. Story 5. Let's look at what's coming next. A wave of new electric SUVs is lining up before 2027. Maruti's second EV, codenamed YMC, is expected as an SUV-styled model, 2 battery options. A 49 kilowatt-hour pack with 142 horsepower and a larger 61 kilowatt-hour version with 172 horsepower and around 500 kilometers of range. The Tata Sierra EV, launching June 30th, promises up to 600 kilometers, both rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options, and vehicle-to-load charging. The Tata Safari EV follows, derived from the Harrier EV, also targeting around 600 kilometers. And Hyundai's entry-level HE1i electric SUV arrives in early 2027. LFP cells from Exide Energy, 375 to 400 kilometers of range. The common thread? More SUVs, bigger batteries, longer range. EVs are pushing deep into the mainstream. Story 6, and this one is happening quietly, but at massive scale. Commercial electric vehicles. Tata Motors has just booked more than 3,400 electric commercial vehicle orders across India. The breakdown? Roughly 2,000 small commercial vehicles and pickups, 900 trucks, 500 buses. Tata is calling this, quote, a significant inflection point for mainstream ECV adoption. These deployments span e-commerce, logistics, FMCG, cement, steel, mining, tarmac, and passenger transport. And the base is already strong. 3,800 plus electric buses running across Indian cities, with a cumulative 55 crore kilometers covered. Over 17,000 electric small commercial vehicles already on the road. Tata's ecosystem includes more than 14 charge point operator tie-ups, EV financing, and fleet management services. The shift is clear, from pilots to scaled fleet operations. Commercial EVs in India have officially crossed the chasm. So, to wrap this week's brief, Tata is going all in on E versus Chinese tech is quietly powering the transition. The Sierra EV launches in just days. The Gulf crisis is pulling adoption forward, and commercial EVs have hit their inflection point. But across every single story this week, one theme keeps surfacing: charging infrastructure. The cars are coming, the demand is here. The bottleneck is where and how India charges. That's where Hopcharge plays. I'm Sara. That's your EV Hotwire for the week. See you next Friday. Until then, keep it charged.